Alright, that should be good. Finally got my life together. Welcome to day 3 of work now. We started a little bit later, so we're just gonna kind of jump into it. We're gonna call 6:05 start time, end time 8:05. Let's begin. Let me just refamiliarize with everything I've done and what's on what layer. Oh yeah. I actually don't know what this layer is. I don't think there's anything on it. Okay, that's that. That's that. It's base. Okay. Part of the reason that I move a little bit slower on stream is that my mic is just sitting in my way, so I can't really see. Kagayaki wa Saishi Nenzai. Do you want to shade it or do we want to highlight? It's a pretty big brush for that. They'd be going up higher. Let's fix that on this side. Nice collarbones in. This one we probably don't even need to highlight it. Should just be fine to work on it by itself. Plus we gotta smooth out this part. How many layers is that on top? About 2, maybe 3 layers. 3 layers on top. It's real obvious now whenever it's like that. That's because it's dark right on top of light. So it's real easy to tell that something's up and it looks weird. Let me turn back on my lines. The shadow layer. I don't actually know what that one is. What layer that is. Bring these down. Let's go ahead and start work on the uniform. Blue. Is this over or under? This is over. Okay. So we actually do have to be careful. There we go. How far does this extend? All the way out there? Yeah, we can work on this as well. To do some work on that end. We're gonna pull this back just so we can see where we're missing. Get with the 4. Swap that. Much better. Uh-oh. There we go. Sorry about that. For some reason, it did not auto-go. There we go. At least you have something to listen to. I'm going scatterbrain. I don't know what to work on. For now, let's try to focus on kind of this bottom part. It's the same layer, and that eraser is huge. Mike, I'm gonna need you to move a little bit. Or we could just turn the page. Both work. Try to make it match that first one. Gira gira. That is an entirely different thing, huh? Gee. Past me's a little bit weird, but it's alright. We'll trust his judgment. I don't think... Totally just wasted my time in the past. So let's hope that rings true. Oof. Kind of like that. Oh my god, it's hot. Why? Smaller. Why is that empty? Asked me, what are you doing, bud? It's actually this color that we want to pull. Or did I start drawing with this one? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Damn, I messed up. That's kind of painful. That's kind of painful. The difference in colors make the line. Even darker than this. It's actually gonna overlap here. Should put this on a different layer actually, hold on. When did this get so weirdly shaped? It's originally supposed to just go like out here. Getting a little impatient with the dashes. Reel myself back in. Alright, let's do the other side. Actually, we should curve that more this way. Actually, curves out that way. a bit dark.難しいな。Bleh. So we're gonna have to put an outline layer. Let's use that one. While we're at it, we might as well clean up that edge. Better. Only one out there. It's going straight underneath. I'm on the wrong layer. So we gotta keep our layers straight. Mm. Oops, where did we go? We went high. There we are. Let me see. Looks okay for now. I think so anyway. See it without the lines though. Oh, I already took off the lines. Sweet. Gotta blend some. Besides that, we got most of this done. Still got to put the buttons on there. Could do that right now. Lines back. Still my heart is blazing. Smaller brush. Yeah, that'll work. For now, at least. Who you are. It's time to wake up. Gravity keeps us on the ground. Bullshit blazing, still my heart is blazing. Means I don't need a new world order, you. Be right about here. Leave a small gap just so I remember. We just pushed it all the way through right now. It's just gonna blend in. Whoops. That's not bad. cut. It needs to curve kind of at the end. It's getting hot. Molto bene. What are you? Bullshit blazing, still my heart is blazing. Gonna hit that with the spray can. We're gonna have to lot of this with the spray can later. Well, let's get the base down for now. We can come back and worry about closing them in later. Hot. That's really bothering me for now though. Even though I said we'll work on it later, it's still bothering me. Oops, that's a different layer, isn't it? Oh, that's a different layer. Focus on the center. Like this one's kind of weird. Where did I mess up here? This shouldn't curve out this way. It should cut in like kind of like that. At least that's what I think. Looking at it now. Like I said, that stripe is too high. It's alright. That is a-okay. We're just gonna fix that right now. Once we figure out what is what layer. Whoa, how high did I put this? Huh? Wait, what layer is this on? In my glasses. That's there. Eh. Holy crap, what layer did I put this on? We're just gonna start disabling layers until we find our culprit. Seriously? I hate everything. Not these two. Alright, glasses off before I get a headache. Maybe not that much, like right here. Because it's a shoulder seam, so a bit more of a curve. Seems to be more pushed out that way as well. That's why it looks so weird, because this should be shoved all the way up to here. Yeah, it's the wrong layer. Oh my god, old habits. Die. Honestly, I should just combine these layers already. It's not really hurting me. I think I will, actually. Ooh. It's getting hot. This more. in the past. Yeah, it's angled kind of weird. Do. My remote has low battery. It's literally plugged up. So I don't know what more I could do for you. It's good. So long ago. Till I die. Alright, drop the line. It look good? My day was pretty okay. Thank you. How's your day, Ikram? Just another work day for me. Thankfully, we got 2 more days, then it's the weekend. Fading out near the edges. That sucks. That sucks. What? Just relaxing? That's good to hear, man. Just doing the same thing here. Just trying to unwind after work. Trying to get this. I'm not gonna get this done. I already know. I'm not gonna get this done today. Maybe next time. But today I started pretty out of it, so we lost a lot of time there. Mm-mm. Take this. Just 2 more days to the weekend. It sounds like a small number, but man, sometimes that's the biggest number in the world. Even less than that. Put that in here. How to change my music. Two days to the weekend, and I just have 2 days off. Oh, well. Yeah, it really do be like that, though. We wait 5 days a week, waiting for 2 days just to start over again. It's rather interesting. That's why you gotta make the most of those 2 days, though. Even if that first day is just you sleeping. Sleep is it's a very acceptable way to spend your weekend. Just get that rest back. Even though some people say against it, sleep is very good. But that may have just been on my screen. Nope, that's just an empty gap in color. Well, at least Saturday and Sunday is free. Some other countries are 6-day work week. Yeah. I mean, you always gotta look at it like from other people's views as well. Some of the countries have like a 4-day work week, which sounds great, but it's also though I'm pretty sure those countries don't have like weekends. So it's very weird. You just gotta be happy for what you got. Actually, cut this down here. Oh yeah. I read something about I'm having a stroke. About Malaysia. I was gonna ask you if it's true. So what I read was like English is a language that is taught, but in order to like apply for a job you need to know like Chinese. And then like the native language is like of course one of the things that you learn as well. Is that true? It's like 3 languages? That's a bit nuts. My country just celebrated. I'm gonna butcher this. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me break this up. Aidilada. Or it could be Aidiladaha. You'll have to forgive me. I'm not too versed on what that is, actually. First time I've ever heard it. What is that? This one. Oh no. I broke YouTube real quick. It's still broken. So let's just listen to this. Yeah, English, British version, of course, Queen's English, is mandatory from 7 years until university. Wow. That is rough. It's always fun to learn about different cultures. Because in America, you have to take a different language for 2 years. But that's it. That's it. You just have to take it. You don't have to do well in it. You have to just take it for 2 years, and then you're good. It is a Muslim holiday, the pilgrimage to Mecca. Oh. ID Ladaha. So during that time, do you actually make that pilgrimage, or do you guys just celebrate there? Because I know for some people, it's like that's kind of a thing that you're supposed to make that pilgrimage. And also, keeping up with this conversation, I just realized how very behind the stream is, and I apologize for that. It's very hard to hold the conversation that's delayed like that, and that's my fault. In Malaysian, we have Malay, Chinese, and India, the 3 main race. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess that would also make sense why you would need to know Chinese for some jobs, apparently. There are other sub under Malay race, like for example, Boyan Mi. Oh my! I'm gonna butcher that size. Minangkabau, and other tribes. I mean, yeah. I guess that makes sense. I know, for example, where I'm from, there's like different islands, and depending on where you're born and raised, you would call yourself something different. So maybe that's what it's like for the different sub races. But I'm not sure. I'm just guessing at this point. Oh no. What layer am I on? What layer am I on? I've been looking at chat for too long. I'm on that layer. Muslim, if you have money, you must go at least once. If not, it's okay. With the prophet Abraham and his son Ismail. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I would recall, because I knew like you were supposed to make the pilgrimage once. I'm not sure like if it was different for you guys, like you're supposed to make it like every year or something. Huh. See if I can do something about that. I can't change the latency. Rip. Oh well, that's something for me to work on next time. Try to get the time in between us a little bit less, so there's less gaps in our conversation. It's one of my favorite things to kind of just talk to whoever. Mandarin is a must. Get into a business because Chinese usually hold the economic. Yeah, that makes sense. It's like, say whatever you want, but they know their business. Should we make that darker? I feel like we should. Oh man, that is nuts to be able to speak that many languages. I'm working on 2 languages right now, and it's a struggle. It is a struggle. Went to college for a couple years for Japanese, and that one actually isn't too bad. Once you learn like the structure of it, it's not horrible to learn. But the one that I cannot grasp onto for the life of me is Hindi. And of course there's no college classes for that, but just trying to learn it, trying to look at the characters they use, I can't do it. I'm trying. It's going very, very slowly. But Hindi characters are weird. To me, I see a squiggly line and then another squiggly line on top of that, and I'm just confused. And there's so many different ways to say, like, A. Like, there's A with, like, a dot over it. There's A with, like, a weird, like, squiggly line with it. Oh my god. Good talk. If anything you want to ask, just ask. I'm open-minded. Thank you. I will definitely keep that in mind. I'm glad you said that, because some people are, like, as weird as it sounds, they get upset that you don't know their culture. Like, when you said we were talking about the holiday, and like I asked, what is that? Some people would actually get upset with that. They'd be offended that I don't know what that is. And personally, I find that kind of unreasonable. You know, it's like it's different lifestyles, different stuff like that. So of course I'm not gonna know everything that you know. What you think of as common everyday knowledge to me is something else. Oh my god, that's green. It goes hard sometimes. Sometimes when I talk with other people, I combine languages. My parents were especially bad at that. Like most of my like grandparents and the elders in my family are also really bad with that. They'll be speaking mostly in English and then they'll drop like a word in Tagalog every once in a while. And then from there, like it'll just keep dropping in more and more words until like they're just speaking in straight Tagalog and I'm like, I don't understand anything you're saying anymore. I like that one better. So now that we got the right color, let's expand that out. Maybe because in Malaysia we celebrate nearly all region holidays. Fair enough, yeah. You just become kind of like accepting of other cultures and learning like other people's cultures. I suppose also growing up in like a region like that where it's like different cultures mixing in and like celebrating different holidays, you kind of like, oh, well, why are they doing this? Let's go find out. Go talk to them and you learn something. That's really cool. I wish it was like that more of the time. Like all the Filipinos. So I really want to learn, but my brain have reached the language limit with eight languages. Nice. We got a polyglot here. I'm jealous. I'm struggling with like 1.5. I always wish that like my parents actually like taught me Tagalog. Like being a second generation American, they pretty much told me that I was never going to use it. So there was no point in teaching me, which kind of sucked. Especially now, because like a lot of places are looking for that. They're like, do you know any other languages? I'm like, nope. I sure don't. It's whatever. Now here's a big question for you. What do you guys think of Americans? Like, I won't get offended because honestly, like, I don't really care. But I just always find it interesting to find, like, what other countries actually think of Americans. I actually like that. It looks pretty good. But when you're... Shit, we need to pull it out to match the arm. Ah! pain. Well, I suppose we could spray can it and hope that it looks okay. I really don't want to do too much spray canning right now because I just want to lay the base. Whoops. Shoot, what was I doing? Just doing these. Well, 4 by necessary. But 4 by necessary because like I say, my grandmother family from descent, the Minangkabau, and my grandfather is Boyan, not included in the state accent. Ooh, there's different accents too. Ooh, man. That'd be... just growing up learning all those languages. So let me also ask this. Is like the different sub-races during that, do they have like different, I guess you would call it dialects, towards, depending on like what sub-race you are, you use different words for different things. It's like all the same base language, but just some things have different names. Because I know that's a big thing for Tagalog. Like whenever you try to speak to another Filipino, it really depends on where they are from. Otherwise, they're gonna look at you kind of weird. You must know I'm not biased because I'm Muslim. Also, fervent historian. To me, America is like any other country. That's a pretty good answer. I'm afraid I couldn't give such a non-biased answer if I was asked, but I can respect it. I've seen too many atrocities in my time. But you are very much correct. No matter where you come from, there's always going to be good and bad people. Just because you're from somewhere doesn't mean that you're good or bad. That's a pretty good way to look at it. Now, if only everyone could look at it that way. And I have to... Blake. So cover that base. What? Wait, I don't. This one's a different, whatchamacallit? Whoops! Because it's different thing, we gotta scroll down. Otherwise, we're gonna be showing the video. And we could get in trouble for that. Only some, most can be understand the basic. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, like in Tagalog, like, you'll understand each other, but there'll be like certain things that it just kind of stops the conversation for a bit, because it's like, what are you trying to say? And then we'll have to like, they'll either, in my experience, they'll either revert back to English to try to say it, or they'll like kind of describe it with other Tagalog words. It's interesting. Language is very interesting to me, and I wish I was better at learning it. But alas, all I can do is sit at my computer and play video games. Allora. That's good for now. Let's go to the other side. I think like the hardest thing for me as far as like learning languages is just finding someone to practice with. Because like learning in the classroom is fine, it's great actually, it's awesome, amazing. But unless if you can find someone to practice the language with, it's very hard to get going, you know? It's very slow. Like you can learn a language from books, but it's very hard to apply it. Yeah, even here in Malaysia, it becomes unstable in politics and ethnic tension. Expect from young country. I'm always fond of the saying that history will repeat itself. It's very true. It's a very unfortunately true saying. And I believe that's why history is there, to remind us what happened last time, so hopefully we can learn from it and avoid it. But doesn't always happen. Sometimes we just repeat the same mistake. And it happens. It's nobody's fault. It's nobody's fault. Yeah, that should be fine. drop this. What layer are we on? We're on the wrong layer, huh? Yeah, we sure are. Sweet. Language you need to practice, if not, your knowledge will disappear. Yeah, unfortunately so. It's like not even that, but like language is very halted if you just like read a book all day on it. You'll be able to like read it, look at it, understand it, but speaking it and like keeping up at conversational pace, it's very difficult if you don't practice talking to someone. And yeah, it's rough. Sometimes it's nice. Let's grab this. Wrong layer. There we go. Let me change the color. Nope. It's no, not burn. Which one's the weird one? Yeah, that one. So that's on a higher layer, that's why. Kinda sucks. Is it multiply? Yeah, multiply. Alright. Just changing that makes it easier for me to see. So we're about to set it back and it should look relatively okay. And there we go. It's just a layer on top. We're just gonna swap this back and hopefully it looks... You can barely tell. That's kind of what I want. That's kind of what I was going for. Make it like a little bit darker around here. Grab that. Smaller as you can. Shit right there. We'll just drag it out. But yeah, man, same thing back at you. Like as far as asking stuff, it's like I don't mind. It's very hard to offend me, so if you have any questions, just ask. Pretty much an open book. Let's go ahead and get that straight line. Fix up that we couldn't see earlier. Whoops. It's a lot easier if you turn it sideways. They can actually work with your wrist against instead of against it. There we go. And that layer right on top is cutting that off. Meh. Meh. Draw some shadow on that. From America, what state? That's also kind of a tricky one. Let's see. I spent the majority of my life in Texas. The great state of Texas. It's basically its own republic at this point. And all the weird stuff that it's doing right now. Like the last 2 years before I left the country, I was in Colorado. Which is really weird. America is also a place of many cultures and heritages, but in Texas, mostly, it's going to be the African American, a little bit of Asian people there, a lot of Hispanic, and depending on where you are, you know, like the white people. When I moved to Colorado, it was very interesting because that diversity did not exist. It was mostly white people, and I felt out of place for a while. But you know, eventually you learn about their culture, and you adapt, and it's fine. You know? It's just another great example of, hey, sharing cultures is great. Yeah, meh. 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 Oh. Let me see. The next song. Matoshika. You can barely see. Oh wait, get a little darker. Although yes, we want it to be barely seen. We also want it to be seen. It kind of blends in a little bit. We may just need to do this whole area dark. It's not sure. Like the saying, when in Rome, do as the Romans. What the different money value will kill me. Yeah. I mean, if you ever do get the chance, definitely do travel. Definitely plan out your travel first. Because right now in Europe, there definitely is a whole bunch of different like currencies, different monies. Just like if you like, cross one border, you're gonna need to change your money again. So it's kind of interesting. So you definitely have to do your research before you go. But I definitely encourage it, especially since you're a historian and you like love history. It's like historical things all over Europe, and it's pretty great. It's one of my favorite things about like being here. It's like all the historical stuff is still there and pretty well preserved. A lot of good museums here. The thing I don't like is you know, not speaking the language. That kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. A little bit of a downer. Gets in the way a lot of the time. Pull this real quick. Is this right? Yeah, that is the right layer. Sweet. That also means that I've been drawing on the wrong layer for like the past 5 minutes now. So that's fun. But we're not going to talk about that. Yeah, only in Europe English is not nearly as universal. It really isn't. The amount of times that I've tried to get by with my English is it's not great. It doesn't work like at all over here. And then like the high like popular tourist spots, it works, but not in like the local areas. But overall, look good for me. Not an art student. I mean, yeah, there's other stuff besides art. But art is a pretty big part of Europe. I would say to avoid England right now, just because they're going through that weird stuff. But once they chill out, they should be fine, probably. Especially in France. I have a transfer student from France. Came to my school when she said if you ask directions in English, sometimes they will just turn away. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, weirdly enough, like, the rudest people I've run into so far are the French. Like, not to say anything bad about them, but they're pretty rude. If you speak French to them, but your French is from Canada, they hate you. It's kind of weird. Like, if you're from Canada, they just hate you. Like, from Quebec and all that, they just hate you. It's bizarre. It doesn't make sense to me, but it is what it is. There's my mark. I can't even mark that one. Yeah, with the Brexit problem, well, the British ego. For me, Britain, France, Poland is dangerous, and maybe German because all the anti-Muslim there. Don't worry about other country. Yeah. I mean, those are fair enough assessments. Yeah, I mean, there's also always gonna be like just like whatever you are. Doesn't matter like what religion you have, what race you are. There's always gonna be those anti-groups. You just like whenever you're traveling, you just gotta be super careful. You just gotta, like as you said, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. What did I put for this one? You ever just stop and just like let YouTube go on autoplay and wonder, how did I get here? What am I listening to? Yeah, this is kind of one of those moments. That's how I found this song. I love it. It's a great song. But the first time that I listened to it, I was greatly confused. I was so greatly confused the first time. Also, Malay and Indonesian are nearly the same, but you can't. But you can kind of understand each other. But they're quite different. That's actually pretty interesting. Having two countries that are similar, they can still understand each other, but like just the culture for each country is just straight different. Oh Jesus, that's gross. I don't like that color. Yeah, I just have open Vocaloid music and just let it go. Sometime later, it's like open Indian music. I don't know. It's like whenever I'm in the car and I'm like controlling what's playing, I have to like really be careful. I can't just let it go on freaking like, you know, random. Otherwise, we're gonna be like having whiplash from just the different types of music. We're gonna have to spray can this now, even though I don't want to. It's gonna drive me nuts if we don't. Let me recolor that. Damn it, Cuff. Why do you have to have all your stuff in a different aspect ratio? Malay and Indonesia are from the same origin. It's like the German, where each state is different from each other but share the same language. Oh. I guess. I guess it's kind of like how like all the Latin-based languages, you can kind of understand each other. Like sometimes if I speak Spanish, like what little Spanish I remember, like they'll understand Italy. Probably in Spain too. I haven't gone to Spain yet, but It's the same base, same origin. So that makes sense. I hate the fact that just looking at this, I know how scatterbrained I am. The scatterbrain is so real. It's painful. It's painful how bad my scatterbrain is right now. I'm just everywhere. We're gonna kind of cheat here. The pig is okay, only the hand is incomplete. That's because hands are the absolute worst to do, so I'm trying to put it off until like the last minute. You can actually gonna drop that. Not burn. What is it? Subtract. Should kind of help. We're just gonna cheat. Cheating's cool, right? Like, don't get me wrong. I absolutely enjoy. I love drawing. Drawing is great. It's very relaxing for me. Helps. It's something for me to like practice and get like better at. I can sharpen my skills. Use it for other things, like sometimes work. But hands make me want to jump off like a ledge. It's horrible. Every art student always avoids drawing hands. I'm just amazed for those pro art that can just make hands look like real. Yeah. Hands are just weird things. Hands are weird. Like for the longest time, like pretty much everyone I knew in like my little group, they always would like draw like their hands like out of the picture. Like it'd be like behind their back, or it just would, their hands would be down. But it's like, yeah, you can do that, but it's also you gotta try. You gotta try at least. Wow, that's actually a lot easier to see than subtracting. It's 8:02. I think that's the time that I set for myself. Even if it wasn't, that's fine, because it's really hot. The reason why I only do this for like 2 hours, not only to time me and try to make myself get faster, but it's because this drawing tablet gets really hot, and so does my computer when I'm streaming. And my AC does not work. Yeah, if you see old art from before the 18th century, the hand always like, hey, they were trying. You can't take that away from them. They tried their absolute best. Listen to that as we close out. So that's gonna be end of day 3. Honestly, we might close it on day 4. Just because I don't want to, like, I do and I don't. I don't want to sink too much time into this. Also, staring at a computer is not good for you. No, it's not. But yeah, we're gonna close it out here. End of day 4. We got pretty far. We should be able to close it out next time. And hopefully we can post it out, get a like, maybe. Fingers crossed, you know. Hopefully our friend in Nichisanji will appreciate it. Thank you for this stream. It's great talking to you. No, thank you. It is my blessing to be able to talk to you and learn about your culture. It's really cool, and I do appreciate you being so open with that. But yeah, thank you for coming. We're just gonna close it out here, because oh my god, is it hot. Post it to Reddit V2. Yeah, I don't see why not. I might do that. But I'll see you next time, which should be Saturday if I can get my life together. Because it's also coming up on the end of the month and I need to make my monthly video. Hopefully I can get my life together for that, but we'll see. I'll see you later, man. You have a good one. I hate you, no, don't say that. Without you here with me, I'm nothing but a damn rat. Yeah, I feel the same, I'm the one who is to blame. Your words are gospel as soon as they leave your lips. I hate you, no, don't say that. You're always so foolish, what do you think you're getting at? I just can't seem to do right in my own skin. At this point is where you always close in. Please tell me why don't you know? Question asked just for sure. Always makes me feel like there's something wrong with me. Instead of saying something despite my every plea, you just pout about it only just as petty as can be. Top secret, I'll keep it all to me. I hate you, no, don't say that. Without you here with me, I'm nothing but a damn rat. Yeah, I feel the same, I'm the one who is to blame. Your words are gospel as soon as they leave your lips. So needs to a place I won't be missed. A bottomless abyss. I hate you, don't say that. But really, I hate you, no, don't say that. I'm always so noble to this ungrateful foolish brat. It's all thanks to me that you are worth something, but without your shackles on me, I'd already be a king. Top secret, I'll do my best and not let it out. Go on and shout it out. Secret, don't let it out. Don't let them know that really I hate you, but I can't break my chains. Just you breathing brings me nothing more but damn pain. Yeah, I feel the same, I'm the one who is to blame. I bite my tongue and start exactly where I came. I hate you, no, don't say that. What's wrong to all your hopes for me? Suddenly keep falling flat. This is going nowhere. I hate you. No, don't say that. Without you here with me, I'm nothing but a damn rat. Yeah, I feel the same. I'm the one who is me, but you is a gospel as soon as you leave it. So of course I won't be nice. A bottomless abyss. I hate you. No, don't say that.